Hi, my name's Kate and I'm a civil engineer. I look after bridges and I want to tell you a story about someone else who looks after bridges too. Right between where a mountain met a valley lived a young troll called Orin. She dwelt under a bridge made of wood and stone. It was warm and sheltered. It was home. Now, Orin was young, just freshly trained, to look after that bridge every single day. She'd been schooled in the wonderful world of engineering, and she loved looking after every single part of that bridge, no matter how small. Each morning, as the sun climbed into the sky, Orin would wake up, stretch, and pop on her hard hat. Check over the abutments, piers and deck. It made her day to make sure the bridge was okay. One day started like all the rest. The sun rose, Orin adjusted her hard hat and started work, only to hear trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap on the bridge deck. It started quietly and then got louder and louder. What was that noise? She had to know. She climbed up onto the bridge and saw a shocking sight. 10 scruffy, excited billy goats were all trying to cross together. The bridge creaked under their weight. "Who's that trip-trapping across my bridge?" she asked all grumpy. The lead goat bleated, "Only us. We want that grass over there." "Well, you can't cross like that, or the bridge might break and need repairs." The goats backed away, looking sad and annoyed, but Orin was happy. Disaster had been avoided. The next day began like all the others. Big long stretch, hard hat on, and time to check the bridge over. When she heard trip trap giggle, trip trap giggle, trip trap giggle on the bridge deck. It got louder and louder. The bridge gave a creak and a crack, and now Orin was worried. She climbed up onto the bridge and saw a truly shocking sight. 5 scruffy, excited billy goats giving another 5 giggling billy goats piggybacks across the bridge at the same time. "Who's that trip-trap giggling and breaking my bridge?" she called out loudly. The first 2 goats bleated, "Only us again. We want that grass over there, but today we are crossing in pairs." "Well, you can't cross like that. You still weigh the same, even crossing in pairs. You've broken the bridge, which I now need to mend." The goats turned and left, grumbling and mumbling. Orin shook her head in dismay, turned and went to mend the bridge. The next day, Orin was already worried. She fumbled her hard hat on in a hurry, listening out for any new sounds, and that was when she heard pedal, pedal, meh, pedal, pedal, meh, pedal, pedal, meh on the bridge deck. The bridge creaked and cracked. She heard a crumble and a tumble. The stones dropped from the foundations. She climbed up onto the bridge and was stunned at the sight of the goat pedal cycle display team, all stacked up in a pyramid, trying to cross the bridge all at once. "Stop!" Orin shouted. The pyramid of goats stopped. They teetered and they tottered as they balanced on high. "Why can't you just cross one at a time?" she asked. "We cannot," bleated the goat on the top of the pyramid. "We are a herd and we all cross together. It's the only way we know how." Orin pondered this and a thought struck her. If the goats had to cross all at the same time, but the bridge wasn't strong enough to take them all, then she, with her engineering know-how, had to help. "Wait there," she instructed. Orin jumped down off the bridge deck and went into her storeroom where she had material for repairs, and she picked out some extra long, strong-looking pieces of wood. Cut, cut, whiz, whiz, bang! Whiz, whiz, bang! Happy with her work, Orin jumped back onto the bridge deck. The goats were trying to stay as still as a statue. not moving even the tiniest bit. "I've made the bridge stronger for you, so now you can cross together. All of you were too heavy for how the bridge was. I've added some extra ties underneath, so now the bridge is even stronger." The goat on top smiled. "You did that just for us," they bleated. "Oh, thank you. Sorry we all tried to cross at the same time. We just really love grass." The goat pedal cycle display team all pedalled forward and bleated thanks to Orin as they passed. And from that day forth, they all became friends. The goats crossed carefully as a herd, and Orin learned she could use her engineering skill to help others.